Alright, we restarted. Let me toss that in the truck. Let me toss that in the truck. And go turn that in this last contract so we can say that we did it. Okay. Hey, buddy, listen, if it wasn't for that knee injury back in 45, I could have been a world champion in the WRC right now. Wrestling World... I don't know what that is. World something something? Anyway, the good old days, those were the times. Anyway, I need a few things. Some materials to make the fastest car in the world. Can you help me? These guys have gotten outrageous in their requests. Or their reasons for their request. The achievement didn't pop. I want you to know that. And, oh, there it popped. Okay, back to Blue Dream. The first ship we did, you guys don't know it because not all the videos are uploaded, but the very last episode of Janice where I pick up all the stuff on the ground, I think is broken. I can't get it to upload to YouTube, and so, I never read, you guys didn't hear the description of this ship. Which is unfortunate. I'm hoping that I can load a previous save and check out, see if I can get it to load this at the last day of me working on it. But I needed to finish Blue Dream before I did that. Anyway, I realize now that you guys hadn't heard the description. Blue Dream is a cruise ship built in 2002 in Wismar, Germany. It has had 3 names. First, AID Avita. Second, Avtac. And now its name is John C. Blue Dream. The ship can accommodate 420 crew members and over 1,200 passengers. John C. is in John Cena? I don't know. I'm just making shit up. This one has been very buggy for me, I will admit. Kind of very frustrating, but and to you guys, oh, look at me go. Since I'm so behind on editing videos, by the time you see this, I'm sure there's going to be a fix out or something. Yeah, see all those ones that the floating things are all gone now. Except for the sinks. The sink is still there. Fuck on, because I seem to be losing track of time. And I do have to work to do. My real job, I work it pretty much 7 days a week, but they're fairly short. I can't complain. It pays the bills, and then I get to play and goof off on YouTube. I have a lot of jobs that I created for myself, though, so I say that. I created a lot of jobs for myself, so being an out-of-work graphic designer was during the pandemic. I had to get creative on how I made money. When I started YouTube, I had not expected it to be any sort of income. I was just happy that, like, a handful of people wanted to see the games that I played. And now it's something that I do make it's something I can retire on, or I can't do it full time, but it is a nice hobby income. And on top of that, I made, became acquaintances with quite a few devs and publishing companies and developers, I mean. And yeah, it has been a treat to be able to see games that I wouldn't play. And I still laugh about it to this day because the whole reason why I started, it was multiple reasons, but the main reason why I started YouTube was when I was kind of lonely. It was during the pandemic, and I had to be in isolation because I was something in the universe decided I was going to be born with like the worst lungs ever. So I was in deep quarantine, hiding away from people, which I didn't mind because I'm naturally an introvert, but I was getting a little lonely and I was getting a little stirred. But then on top of that, well, it kind of started with Minecraft. I was doing map art in Minecraft, and that was something I wanted to share with people. But then I realized like I had so many games, both on Epic Store because Epic keeps giving everybody free games, and I wanted an excuse to play those games that were on my list because I'm very much a creature of habit. I'll fall in love with the game and I'll just keep playing that game over and over. And even though if I beat it or, I'm really good at it and then there's no challenge anymore, I'm looking at you, Minecraft, things like that. Like that's how I am. And so I wanted to use YouTube as a good incentive to branch out and encourage myself to play other games. And then here I am, 4 years later, not only playing other games, but being introduced to games that I would have never thought to play because of relationships that I've fostered with game devs and publishers. So, yeah, I'm very grateful, and I'm grateful to you guys, and I have no expectations. I am just happy that someone wants to watch and keep me company. That makes me ecstatic. I have no massive goals or dreams or expectations. I just want to share my love of gaming with someone. I'm from one being a female gamer, I'm from a family of very athletic, outdoorsy people. And one, because of my health issues, but two, I'm an introvert. And I'm not very athletic. Like, that stuff never interested me. And so I was very strangely the gamer in the family. And my family, especially my male siblings, did not know what to do with that. But they've also... I didn't tell my family for a very... probably until this year, maybe? Yeah, I think it was about this year. It might have been the end of last year that I was doing YouTube. So they've been supportive now. I love them to death, but they would not have been supportive in 20. But I mean, I had other income, so it wasn't like detrimental, but they would have been like, well, that's a waste of time. But I also know that it's a world that they don't understand at all. Like, when they hear, like, making money on YouTube, they're picturing, like, Mr. Beast. I'm like, no, it's not that, guys. It's not that. And again, I'm not sure at what point of the episode this is, because I've been binge playing like crazy. Mostly because I wanted to get through this map when I realized that the video for the end of the previous map didn't go well. Oh, I keep trying to grab it, but it is underneath.
Hello, क्या हाल है?
Man, I liked making a mess, didn't I? I can't promise I'm going to pick up all the little stuffs. I don't think I will, if I'm being honest. Too bad we don't have like a little magnetic tool to suck it all up. They have that, right? It like sits on top of like a crane and comes down and grabs everything on the ground. I think I've seen that. I don't think I'm making that technology up. But yeah, no, it exists because it's the same thing that they use to pick up cars and crushed cars. I got this. I watched a CSI episode on that. Probably an NCIS episode as well. Tiny fun fact about me. I am not a TV watcher. I'm actually really, really bad about watching anything. And mostly that has to be, mostly that's contributed to, I'm either recording, I'm editing, or I'm designing. And I don't do, my brain does not like the noise of TV while I'm doing any of those things. I actually will usually do quiet, or I'll do soft ambient music. Very rarely will I have anything going on. If I do watch TV or movies, I prefer crime, or true crime is my favorite, but I mean, no brainer. But I also really like action. I like a good crime story or a good, like, strangely really like NCIS, which sometimes makes me feel old. But it will be very rare would you ever catch me watching a drama, or a romance. Which is hilarious because I love reading romance. My love for reading wars as much with my love of gaming. And so, yeah, I love to read, but to watch it gag me. I'm also not a comedy fan, especially nowadays comedy. Nowadays comedy is just either it seems mean or it's cheap laughs. It's been a long time since I've seen a truly good comedy. Okay, let's focus. Forgot where the hotspot. Better be worth a lot. 500. I do watch other YouTube. I guess that is one thing I will watch, but I'm very bad at it too. I'm not any way consistent. For someone who doesn't play much for horror games, you watch a lot of horror. People play horror. I like to watch the story. I just don't myself like to watch it or to play it because it's really hard for me to get into the story. That said, there is a horror game that I need to bring to you guys that I was asked to play. If I do play horror games, my preference is psychological horror. I don't want to be chased. I don't want to hide. I don't want to hold my breath and hope the monster doesn't get me. Like, that's not my favorite. I'll watch other people do that content, though. And if you like watching people play VR, I strongly recommend a Wolf in VR channel. He makes me laugh. I think he's quite fun to watch, and he has no idea who I am. So this is not like a scratch my back type of situation. No, he's just it's just amusing for me to watch him. I can't play VR because I get motion sickness. I want to, but I don't. That's where would I fit it in my day? Oh my god. I think I'm down to 51 games that I'm trying to bring to you guys before the end of the year. Totally not gonna happen. There's just not enough time in the day. I am a big Marvel Girl fan, though I have been bad about watching the TV shows. Though I did watch Loki, because Tom Hiddleston. Hiddleston? I feel like I'm saying it wrong. Hiddleston. Anyway. Hate these. This style up here. It makes me very uncomfortable about the fact that we're kind of stuck in that hole. Okay. Why do you still stay? Okay, that was destroyed. I wonder if have these pick up if the metal is going to stay. I'm going to test it out. Okay. Look at this mess I made. Well, if I needed to upgrade my anything, this would have been the time to do it. Except for imagine if we didn't have the cranes upgraded or any of the other tools. Oh, this would have been miserable. Okay. Attached yet?
पास कोई जहाज है?
Still got an hour before I have to go to work. Time to wrap this up and then go see if I can load the previous map. If I can load the previous map, I'll be so happy. If not, then I'll have to very profusely apologize and say that I'm sorry you missed the final bit. There wasn't really much to see other than I finished it. That ship had hidden themes, which was really quite annoying. We'll say that. Oh.
मैं जल्द ही वहां आऊंगा।
My final scene. Got that one. I got that one. One.
हेलो क्या हाल है
Here, I was thinking it was like a special scene. Doing?
या आपके पास कोई जहाज है कोई बात नहीं
Dang it. Hey. Here. Any glowing green hiding anywhere? think I'm good. I think I'm good. Don't you wanting to go all crazy? Crazy. Okay, so we're at 71,000, almost 72. Let's see what happens when we... Oh, good. Feel better. I think there was a weird number thing that had happened halfway through my gameplay, and I don't know. Ooh, hello, lag.
मेरे स्टोर में आपका स्वागत है।
So we made 10,000 from that. I think in total we only made roughly maybe 5,000. I think maybe. It doesn't feel like a lot for the amount of work that we did. Well, granted, I did buy a bunch of cargo chests, so maybe it wasn't so bad. All right, I will leave you guys here, and I'll be back with another episode. Up next, we're going to do. Oop, game wants to save. We will be doing this one here, the symbol of the ocean. Will be our next one. And hopefully I can bring back the previous one. Reload a save, see if we can get that back. So, here, I'll be back soon.